In fact, each has moved one entire constellation, meaning that people who now believe they were born in Aries were in reality born in the Pisces of the original charts.
I think one of the greatest disappointments is to realize that your birth sign has nothing to do with celestial mystery and everything to do with simple geometry. And it's even worse to realize that because of the fact that the planets are all moving, is that the birth sign you think you are is in fact the wrong one.
Even with 21st century knowledge, astrology is alive and well and followed by millions. Yet while most scientists hold their theories to a higher standard of analysis and verification, something in astrology remains a potent belief system, attracting many, often against their better judgment, to see what the stars hold for them.
I cannot pick up a newspaper without really glancing at what they predict for me. But at the same time, as a scientist, I kind of keep saying, well, you know, until such a time where I can really prove that. So I have those two contradictory parts in me, but I do indulge in it quite a bit.
At Oxford University, Alan Chapman has spent a lifetime studying the history of scientific belief, particularly historical models of the solar system and how they work.
To accept astrology in the way that people took it in the Middle Ages, we'd have to accept the idea that the Earth is fixed in the center of the universe. Now, this instrument, which comes from about 450 years ago, at roughly a time when people did take astrology seriously, gives an idea of what their physical universe was thought to be like. Here we see the Earth in the middle of the universe, the golden ball, with its two poles. They believed also that the stars were disposed on a great sphere around the Earth and all rotated around the Earth. And the sun moved each month through a separate sign of the zodiac, the signs of the zodiac which are still used by modern astrologers. And here we see Leo rising above the horizon. But to take astrology seriously today, you'd have to accept that the Earth was fixed in the center of the universe. And who believes that? To really believe in astrology, it's rather like putting a Roman chariot wheel onto a modern Rolls Royce. You can't do it. They're totally incompatible. They belong to different worlds.
Astrology is made up. People just dream it up out of their heads. They're basically doing a con trick. They may or may not actually look at the stars, I don't know, but whether they do or not, it's not based upon any proper theory.
Astrology is not scientific in the modern sense of the word at all. Astrology is poetic knowledge, and a horoscope can be seen as like a talisman, I mean, almost like a good luck charm.
But if astrology is little more than a good luck charm, does the science of astronomy provide us with answers that'll survive the test of time?
We scientists are always after the truth that can be demonstrated by the facts. But as you study the history of science, you'll find out that whatever a fact is changes with the time. The method for determining what the fact is changes with the time.
Not all that many years ago, if I had told you that the whole universe that we think of today had begun in a spot the size of the tip of my little finger, you would have thought I was mad, and probably rightly so. But that's what our present scientific information and facts tell us. What we have learned from history is that we shouldn't believe in or build models of the cosmos that we can't back up by scientific observation and proof.
The laws guiding our universe don't change, only the way we understand them. Over time, our ancestors have observed, wondered and theorized about the magnificent, mysterious machine that's our solar system. As our understanding has evolved, nature's laws have revealed themselves to us in various forms throughout time. Some have stared into the heavens and seen science as the answer to our most basic questions. For others, the fabric of the universe is woven of supernatural influence. And yet, either way, the gears and wheels of our clockwork universe appear to mesh. But lately, science has begun to strip much of the mystery from the heavens above. There are tire tracks now on the face of our moon, an icon of romance and the source of inspiration for poets and philosophers throughout time.
There we go.
Jupiter, the astrological harbinger of justice and wisdom, is now known to be a vast ball of gas, riven by chaotic storms and escorted by its own coterie of moons. Recently, a man-made probe tested its turbulent atmosphere and studied every aspect of its inner workings. Mars, the god of war, also now bears the thumbprint of mankind's scientific curiosity. And our nearest neighbour, Venus, the planet of love, turns out to be a living hell. With a temperature over 900 degrees Fahrenheit, a super dense and poisonous atmosphere cloaks its sterile features. New planets too, unknown to the ancients, have been revealed by scientific study. Neptune, Uranus and Pluto, visible only through powerful telescopes, turn out to be every bit as fascinating as their planetary neighbours. And they too are becoming the targets of man-made spacecraft. Where once mystery and myth explained the heavens, cold, clear science now describes our solar empire. Even the Emperor itself, our own life-giving sun, is the object of relentless scrutiny. Using the awesome power of a supercomputer, we can now cruise unharmed across its scorching surface. The Egyptian sorcerers were not wrong in placing the sun at the center of their philosophy, though few now believe the sun is a god. But the impulse to see a divine plan in the heavens continues to course through our veins. As we now look across our galaxy, we can see other solar empires being born. When they are, it's likely some will support life. Some may even support intelligence. It's already possible there are thousands of sentient civilizations out there, somewhere, studying us. There can be little doubt that, like us, when they look up into the skies above them, they will marvel at the grandeur of the heavens. Like us, they may wonder where they fit into the universal design. Like us, they too may wonder what it all means.